Now, very good morning to students of standard 6th. In a previous lecture, we have just started our lecture, that was chapter number 1, food and where it come from. Okay. So, in this chapter we have learned more about the grains and the food that we are eating in our day to day life. When this video is uploaded at that time, or the previous video when it is uploaded at that time, you should always watch the video, and meanwhile you have to just prefer the test books also. Okay, you have to just note down the points that are been very hard to you, or you should note down the points which are easy to you for your remembrance. Okay, students, and in previous lecture we have just talked about all the things that we have seen here. Okay, in that we have seen first point, that was our food variety, then comes to food materials and the parts of the plants. Okay, in food materials, variety of food. Okay, in a variety of food, in previous lecture we have discussed the variety of foods that is eaten by the human beings, animals, birds. Okay, all the living creature have their different diet. Okay, we also have our different diet, yes or no? Yes. Okay, then food materials, where do we get that food materials? What is the process? Okay, what is the process from a field to a market and market to our home? Okay, so there is a chain in between all of this, and what is the process of these grains and cereals that we are just getting or from a shop. Okay, so there is a process that also I have been discussed in I had discussed in previous lecture. Then parts of the plants, that I have just drawn the parts of the plants. Root. Okay, root system में क्या है? Root system में दो types है roots. One is primary and one is secondary. Then comes a stem, then leaves. Okay, or you can say as a leaf. Then comes a bud, a small opening of a new branch. Okay, that is known as a bud. Then comes a node, where a branch, where there is a connection between a branch and a stem, that is known as a node. Then interior node is there. Then flowers are there, fruits are there, stems are there. So all these are the parts of the plant. A question may be asked in the exam also, that write the parts of the plants and draw the figure. Okay, and mention the parts of the plants. Okay, so like this you have to raise the questions in your mind while reading the test books also. Okay, after video saying you should always refer to the test book also, and make a one science notebook also. Okay, so you can write all the points that I am saying, that you should take a screenshot. Okay, that screenshot should be written in that in the science notebook. Now, in activity 5 we were just discussing about the grains. Okay, we have just taken a moong dal. Okay, we have just taken a mug. In a Gujarati we are saying as a mug, and in English it is said as a moong. Okay, so when that moong is kept in a wet cloth, okay, after see, there is a experiment in standard 5th also. Okay, students, in that you have to just take a glass. Okay, then take a big scale. There is a water in this glass. Okay, now take some moong dal, okay, moong, and tie it in a cloth, a piece of a cloth. Okay, so that moong with a piece of a cloth with a moong, you have to tie here. Okay, you have to keep it here. Okay, there is a moong in this. Okay, now what should you do? You should place it, that scale, like that, as some of the part of the cloth should be remain in water, and some of the part should be remain in a air. Okay, where there is no water, means in a open space. Okay, and some of the part should be dipped in the water. After few days you will see that. You will see there is a change in the moong. Okay, in the moong. Okay, first of all our moongs were like this. Okay, I am drawing the bigger size. Okay, and after some days you will see something new in this. This is our original mung, and after some days you will see, okay, like this, okay. Some white color, something is coming out from this mung. Okay, what is that white color called? It is sprouted. Okay, so there, when you just put this mung in a glass of water, or you can do this, perform this experiment at your home also. Okay, you will see something that is coming out of that mung. Okay, when you put that chana, okay, that we are eating in our day to day life, that chana, when you just put it in water, okay, after some days when you just keep it as a weight out of the water, then you will see that it is sprouted. What do you mean by a sprouted? Sprouted means a seed is now, it is now for growing it. Okay, it becomes as becomes as a good grown seed. Okay, when there is अगर कोई आप मूंग दाल ले लेते हैं तो अगर उसे पानी में भिगो के रखते हैं और आफ्टर सम डेज you will see a sprouted seed. Okay, that sprouted seed, if you plant in a small pot, then it will grow as this mung plant. Okay, so this is known as a mung dal, and it is a sprouted. Now second thing was given in your textbook, that is a chana, example of a chana also. Its experiment also work like this only. Okay, and the third thing, they have just given a beehive. Okay, honey bee. Okay, where does they store that honey? They store that honey in a honey hives. Okay, honey hives. Now these honey hives or beehives, that they store the liquid material in that honey hives, okay, or bee hives. Now this, where do they take this liquid from? They just suck from the flowers. Okay, they suck the nectar. Okay, nectar is a liquid that you are eating from the honey hives or a bee hives. Okay, so this nectar is stored in the homes of honey bees. Okay, they store in it, and it is good for our health also. When we take it with water, it is also good. Okay, so you should always eat the honey also, pure honey, not artificial, that is made by man or any other person. Okay, you should have it a pure form, so it will be very benefit to your body also. Now next one is 1.5, that what do animals eat? Okay, what do they eat? That we have to just discuss here. Now we know that all the animals, birds, human beings, okay, they are eating different types of food. Okay, or we can say some of the animals are having the same type of food, that if we talk about a carnivorous, omnivorous and herbivorous, that carnivorous animals always eat meat and flesh and all these things, small animals and all these things. Okay, so the animals which are in the group of carnivores, they eat these things. Okay, so we can say that lion and tiger both are same. Okay, both have a same diet. Okay, so in our surrounding we see many animals eating different types of things. Okay, we human beings are also included in it. Each and every living organism needs food to survive on this world. Survive on this world. After that, we can see that each and everything, that some pets animals are there in at our home. So when we see that pet animals, we see that they are having their different diets. So, okay, so they have just mentioned in activity number 6, they have just mentioned some animals and their diet. They have given the 2 examples of these animals and their diet. Okay, cat. So what does a cat eat? The cat eats small animals, rat and all these things, okay. Birds also, small birds also, and milk. That we know that cat drinks milk, okay. If you have a pet cat at our home, then we are giving them some milk to drink, and they like the most in it, okay. They eat also roti and that all these things also they eat, okay. They eat chapatis, okay. Now buffalo. Buffalo eat grass, oil cake, hay, grains. Hay means dry things, okay. Dry grass, okay. Hay, then grains, then grass, then animal feeds, okay. That we are giving at evening time when we are just milking out, when just we are milking that buffalo. At that time we are giving the animal feeds, okay. Now comes rat, okay. What does a rat eat? Rat eats small it eats grains, okay. Grains and other fruits and all these things is eaten by the rat. Then comes lion and tiger. You know that lion, what does a lion eat? It always eats food, okay. So we can say that it eats all the animals which are living in forest, okay. The next thing is tiger. Tiger also same like a lion, okay. It prey its own food. Now third, then next one is spider. Spider, have you seen a spider web? Yes, we have seen a spider web, and we have also seen a Spider-Man movie. Yes or no? That is our favorite movie. We can say that, okay. In a spider web, all the insects are stuck because the spider web is made up of spider's saliva, okay. So all the insects stuck in a spider web, and after that spider eat all the insects. Then comes house lizard. That is seen in our homes only, okay. That lizard eats insects. Then comes cow again eats like a buffalo. Their both diets are same. Then comes to human being. Human being is an animal that eats everything, okay. We human also eat non-veg also and veg also. In a veg, we know that what includes in a veg, all the vegetables, grains and all these things includes in a veg, and non-veg, egg and all meat and flesh, okay. That includes in a non-veg, okay. Then comes a butterfly. Butterfly's main source of diet is nectar, okay. Then it drinks the juice of rotten fruits also, okay. We can say that. Then crow also eats everything like human, okay. Crow eats fruits, crow eats seeds, then crow eats some dead animals also, okay. So these are the animals that is given in activity number 6, and in that also there is a table, and I have just discussed all the animals and their diet. Now what should you do in a homework? You should complete this table by writing the names of the animals, and in front of them that you have to write the diet of that animals, okay. Then comes to the 3 types of animals in activity number 7. They are carnivorous, herbivorous and omnivorous, okay. The animals which are eating both, means a flesh and veg also, okay. They are considered as carnivorous, herbivorous and omnivorous, okay. They are considered as omnivorous. Now the animals which are eating only flesh, like lion and tiger, okay, they are eating only flesh, so you can consider as a carnivorous animals, okay. So what does a carnivorous animal eat? You can say that carnivorous animal eats a flesh, okay, flesh and meat. Then comes the herbivorous. Herbivorous animal always eat veg things, okay. So you can say that they depends on plants, okay, grass, okay, vegetables, okay. They depend on all the green items, okay. So they are not eating flesh, okay. That you have to remember between the carnivorous and herbivorous, okay. Carnivorous animal depends on flesh only, and the herbivorous animal depends on the greenery, means plants and fruits and leaves and all these things, okay. And then third one is our omnivorous. Omnivorous animals always they eat both the things. Okay, they are included in both the things, means they eat flesh also and they eat this herbivores that it eats herbs also. Okay, that plants, fruits, okay, grains and all these things comes in the herbivores animals which they gain as a diet. Okay, so I think now you can just differentiate all these animals according to their diet in a carnivorous, in a herbivorous and in a omnivorous. Okay, student. So these are the three main parts of the animals according to their diet. According to their diet. Now, according to their diet, they are just divided. Now you have to complete the table which is shown in your activity number 7. Now you have to complete that activity number 7 that is given in your textbook. Okay, you have to just write the names of the animals which are omnivorous, herbivorous and carnivorous. Okay, that is given in the activity number 6. Okay, for a table number 6, activity table number 6, all the names of the animals it is given, and according to their diet you have to differentiate all these birds and animals into carnivorous, herbivorous and omnivorous. Okay, so this was our chapter. It ends here. Okay, this is a small chapter and it gives a more importance to the food, where it comes from. Okay, what are the materials that are used to grow these grains, that also is a part of this lesson. It is not given in your textbook, but you should think over it. Okay, then the next thing was that the parts of the plants, and we have just seen one of the activity number 5 in that how the moong and chana get sprouted. Okay, then we have just had our 1.5, that is what do animals eat. In that we have seen that activity number 6 in a tabular form, that all the animals and birds are given in this table and 1 or 2 examples are given to you. Okay, and I have discussed here all the diet of all these animals and birds. In activity number 7 they have just divided the animals and birds into 3 categories. Okay, these 3 categories are carnivorous, herbivorous and omnivorous. Now which animals comes in a carnivorous or which are included in a carnivorous animal? The animals which eat other animals, it is known as a carnivorous. Okay, and herbivorous, the animal which depends on plants. Okay, which depends on plants, they are known as a herbivorous animals. And omnivorous. Okay, in omnivorous animals, all the animals or a human which depend on both animals and plants, they are known as a omnivorous. Okay, here we have just completed our chapter. If you have any query, then you can ask me. Okay, not now, but you can ask me in a WhatsApp or you can just call me, so I will be solve your queries. Okay, then comes the keywords. Okay, keywords में हमने एक ingredients देखा था, फिर nectar देखा था, carnivorous, herbivorous and omnivorous. Okay, in ingredients, what do you mean by ingredients? ओके, हमारे टेक्स्ट बुक में कीवर्ड्स दिया है, उसमें पहला है इंग्रेडिएंट्स. ओके, इंग्रेडिएंट्स क्या है कि कोई भी चीज़ हम जो बनाते हैं तो उसमें कौन सी चीज़ हम उपयोग करते हैं, वो चीज़ सारी चीज़ को हम क्या बोलते हैं? इंग्रेडिएंट्स. ओके, द थिंग्स दैट आर यूज टू मेक वन प्रोडक्ट. ओके, दैट थिंग्स इट इज़ नोन एज अ इंग्रेडिएंट्स. ओके, when we are making a chapati, okay, at that time what the things that are needed to make a chapati or a roti? Okay, that is a wheat flour. Okay, then water, then oil also. Okay, and a burning gas. Okay, so all these are the ingredients of the roti to make it. Okay, so ingredients हमारा पहला वर्ड था. दूसरा था एक नेक्टर. नेक्टर का मतलब क्या है कि फ्लावर्स में नेक्टर होता है. ओके, देयर इज अ नेक्टर इन द फ्लावर्स एंड दैट नेक्टर इज सक्ड बाय द हनी बीज एंड द बीज. ओके, फॉर देयर फूड, दैट इज नोन एज अ नेक्टर. ओके, nectar. Then comes the carnivorous, herbivorous, carnivorous, herbivorous and omnivorous. Omnivorous, okay. Now, carnivorous means the animals which depends on other animals, okay. It depends on animals. This is known as a carnivorous. Then comes herbivorous, the animals which depends on plants, only plants and only animals. And the third thing is omnivorous, the animals which depends on both animals and plants. Animals and plants. So, these are the keywords that is given in your textbook, and once again we should always read the keywords also and the main and summary also. So, you can get the knowledge, overall knowledge of this chapter according to it. Okay. In this chapter we have just, if we talk about our summary, then we have just talked that there are different diet, or you can say different eatable foods in our country. Okay. Our country has a different types of food, where you are going, if you are going from one region to another, if you are going from Saurashtra to Gujarat, okay, when you are going from Saurashtra to Kutch, when you are going from Saurashtra to Surat also, you will see the variety of foods in Gujarat only. Like that, each and every state of our India have different types of food. Okay, each and every region of that state has its own food. Okay, so that is a basic, or we should know that in a southeast, all the southeast dishes are different from the south, and they are different from west, and they are different from the north. So, all the dishes are also different, our diet are also different, because environment is different, that is why our diets are also different. According to the environment and our living habits, the diets are being changed. Then we have just studied about the materials of the food, then we have studied about the 1.5 is about what do animals eat, then we have just studied about the parts of the plants. Okay. So, all these things we have studied in this chapter. Okay, students, now we are just concluding this our chapter, that is chapter number 1, food and where it comes from. After uploading this video, you have to first of all watch the video. After that, you have to move towards the textbook, and you should go through the textbooks chapter number 1, food, where it comes from. And if you face any difficulty, then you can just contact me, that I will answer your questions. Okay, students, till that you just stay at your home and be healthy and stay safe at your homes. Thank you, students, and have a good day. Thank you, students, once again.